Hi, Dr. Jeremy James here with another in our Quaran-Tone series. I'm excited to say that we're starting a new filming shoot next week, and we're going to be filming hundreds of new GolfForever videos, both in our short individual exercise format and in our longer follow-along format. So beginning in mid-June, be on the lookout for lots of new golf-specific workouts to increase your mobility, balance, and rotational strength and power. What we're going to do today is a tubing workout in a time under load format, meaning what today's workout is about is how long we have our muscles under tension. And this is a great way to build strength, especially with tubing. So the general count for today for our repetitions is going to be a 2-second movement in the concentric phase and a pause, and then a 4-second eccentric phase. So if we were doing like a bicep curl, we would go up and 2, 1, 2, pause, then down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of you are probably going to find this challenging because people don't typically work out in this style. So what you're going to need for today's workout is just tubing and a mat. We're going to do our first 2 exercises on the ground, and then we're going to do the rest of them standing. We're going to work on rotational strength and power and a bit of mobility. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first exercise is going to be on the ground. It's going to be a crunch with tubing. I have my tubing anchored about mid-body level. Anywhere between chest and pelvis is fine. So I'm going to get down on my mat, get enough tension to where I feel some tension with the tubing. I'm going to have the opposite leg lifted, gripping the tubing with my arm. I'm going to get a little bit more tension here. I'm going to start back here. I'm going to come up, squeezing my core, keeping my neutral spine in place, raising my shoulder blades up while bringing my arm up. We're going to come up for about 2 seconds, pause, and then come back 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do 6 repetitions. Up, pause. Should feel a good contraction in your core. Back, 2, 3, 4. Up, hold. I'm not flattening my back into the mat. I'm keeping neutral spine, which is going to protect your back. Down. From the rigors of the golf swing, we learn to practice, maintain, and protect neutral spine. 3 more. Up, engaging. I've got my chin tucked in to protect my neck. I'm not curling too far. Shoulder blades off the ground. Down. 2, 3, 4. Up, hold. You should feel a great contraction in your core now. Down. 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Up, hold, making sure not to flatten the low back into the mat. Down, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch arms, switch legs. And just again, key points. As we come up, we're not flattening our back. Our core is engaged. We're slightly lifting the shoulders off the ground. So come up for a count of 2. 1, 2, hold. And then back down, 2, 3, 4, maintaining tension. Up. And the eccentric phase, that's the lowering phase, is the one where we're really building strength in this workout. So go down slowly, in a good pace, and carefully. Down, 2, 3, 4. We got 3 more. Brace the core, shoulders up, pull, hold, and down, 2, 3, 4. Up, hold, down, 2, 3, 4. I'm really starting to feel my core wake up. If your neck is hurting, give yourself a double chin. That'll turn on the muscles in the front of your neck, your deep anterior neck flexors. That'll help take some strain off the back of your neck. Tuck your chin, pull up, shoulders off the ground, hold, down, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1 more. Up, engaging the core, lower back stays off the ground, down, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now we're going to move into the bird dog position, and we're going to work on our shoulder mobility, which prevents one of the most common injuries in golf, which is a rotator cuff injury. It also gives us an increased range of motion for our backswing. So we're going to go into bird dog position. I'm gripping the tube with my right hand. My left leg is extended, pushing through my heels, toes pointed down, neutral spine engaged. My palm is facing upward, back of my hand towards the floor. I'm going to pull that back. 1, 2, hold. And then this is the hard part. 2, 3, 4. try it again. Back, hold, down, 2, 3, 4. Maintaining that neutral spine. Back, hold. Now my left glute is starting to burn as I push through the heel, and that's what we want. That's good. The glute engages and protects and supports our pelvis. Back, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Hey, monkey. Back, hold. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Back, hold. 2, 3, 4. Now this is a great exercise for building core strength, spinal stability, all of which are so crucial to a powerful golf swing and one that doesn't hurt your body when done hundreds and thousands of times. So let's do the other side. I'm going to extend my right leg, pushing through the heel, toes down. I can feel a good engagement in the glute there. With my right arm, which is on the ground, I'm pulling my shoulder blade back to turn on my lats. I've gripped the tubing, back of hand down, palm up, pulling back. 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a lot more challenging than it looks. Pull back. 1, 2, hold. And if this isn't challenging for you, get some more resistance on the tubing. You can double it up, back, hold, or get a higher resistance tubing. But this should be work. It should be challenging, especially after the 3rd rep. Let's go number 4, hold. I can feel all my muscles working, core, glutes, shoulder, triceps, back, all of the while making sure not to ever let go of that core engagement so that my body wobbles or anything like that. That's how you get injured, and it ruins the integrity of the exercise and you don't get the benefits out of it. 2, 3, 4. I lost count. Let's do one more. Pull back, hold. 2, 3, 4. Great. Now that our core is not only woken up, but we've gotten some work done in there, we're going to move to standing. For just this first one, I'm going to put away the tubing and we'll pick it back up in a sec. But one of my favorite exercises in the GolfForever program is the T-step lunge. It builds hip strength, it builds rotational power, and it builds hip mobility and flexibility. 3 of the things that you want to focus on the most in a golf program because they're so crucial to a powerful, consistent swing. So the T-step lunge, move the mat to the side here. We're starting facing forward. Our back leg goes perpendicular, so now it's facing this way. So I'm making a T, and then I'm going to drop my butt back, not leaning one side or the other, and then I'm going to push off with that heel to come up. And we're doing this in the slow way, though. So when you're pushing through the heel, we're going to come up slowly on that 4 count. So let's drop down, drop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Push up, 1, 2. Drop down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sit back, push up, 1, 2. Drop back. I'm getting down, back as low as I can to get mobility in the hips. When I push up, I'm pushing off of my back heel, 2, 3, 4. Drop back, sit down, open up those hips. Hip mobility is so important for a good swing and to keep us from having a lot of common aches and pains, including back problems when we age. Let's do 2 more. Sit back, as far down as you can go, maintaining upright posture. Push off that back heel, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Sit back, really pushing myself into hip mobility right now. If you can't get down this far, that's okay. Do what's within your comfortable range of motion. Range of motion comes in time as we build strength and mobility. Great, let's do the other side. So now my left foot as I step back is going to be pointed in this direction. I'm making a T by making my feet perpendicular. So let's step back, drop down, 2, 3, 4, push up, 1, 2. So that lowering phase slowly is where we're getting a lot of the benefits. 2, 3, 4, sitting down as low as I can comfortably, up, pushing off that back heel, and again, sit back, 2, 3, 4, pushing off my back foot, 1, 2. Let's do 3 more. Sit back, 2, 3, 4, pushing off that back foot, 1, 2. 2 to go. Now, even though My feet are moving in this exercise, and I know that they don't in a golf swing. We're still developing rotational control and power, and it does translate directly through to your golf swing. Let's do one more. Sit back, as low as you can get, maintaining good posture and in a comfortable range of motion, and come back up. Good. All right, hips woken up, core woken up. All of the important muscle groups, shoulders, are now functioning, active. We've got blood flow. Let's get into some tubing stuff. So I'm going to double this up to make it more challenging for me. Now you can also thread this through, whether you've got it around a chair or what have you, and do it with just one part of the tubing, but I'm going to double it up. You do whatever gives you the most resistance. So for the first one, we're going to do anti-rotation holds. And this is going to be really challenging on your core, which helps us to control these rotational forces that we're generating with our swing time and again, so that we can dissipate them through the muscles in the core without affecting our joints. Okay, so we're going to pull it in, 1, 2, out, 1, 2, hold, and then back, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pushing it straight out from my sternum, not letting my torso twist, shoulders back and down, glutes engaged, pushing apart with my knees to turn on my glutes, up to the chest, out, hold, and then in, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders back and down, core engaged, glutes engaged, pull it into the chest, out, hold, back, 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole goal of this is to resist that pulling motion. It's trying to pull you back and to keep your body still. Into the chest, out, hold, core is engaged, and I can feel this work happening in my left side of my core, my glutes, back, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. In, out, hold, slowly back, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Reset, shoulders back, core engaged, into the chest, out, hold, and back, 2, 3, 4. This time under load and these eccentric phases are, again, a great way to build strength. Now, since I don't have the setup in here to have an anchor on this side, you're going to have to watch me from the back, but just notice that you won't see me twisting, you won't see me bending. Let's set our posture, feet shoulder width apart, shoulders back and down, core's engaged, pull it to the chest, out, hold, and then come back slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, into the chest, out, brace the core, hold, back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not twisting. The whole point of this is to resist that twisting force. Okay, into the chest, out, hold, and then we're going to come back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 3 more. Reset your posture, shoulders back, core engaged, out, and then bring it back, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Into the chest, out, hold, bring it back, 2, 3, 4. If this isn't challenging to you, you need to add more resistance. Out, hold, and bring it back, 1, 2, 3, 4. You are doing your body such a favor by practicing these anti-rotational exercises like this, because it's going to spare you a lot of the agony that can happen in your 60s, 70s, and 80s, or even 30s and 40s from the damages of those rotational forces from the golf swing. Okay, now we're going to do a 1-arm row. The goal with this is similar to the last exercise in that we're keeping the torso still. We're not going to lean. We're only using as much resistance as we can do with perfect form. So if you want less of a challenge, you're going to go feet wide. More of a challenge, feet narrow, shoulders back, regardless of which position, shoulders back. Big upright posture. Pull that elbow in past the rib cage, hold, and then slowly go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull that shoulder blade back and toward the spine as you pull back, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should feel your core working to resist that rotational force. Bring it in, hold, not leaning, not twisting. 1, 2, 3, 4. In addition to core strength, this is building shoulder strength back, which leads to shoulder mobility, which 2, 3, 4, which we all know improves our range of motion with our swing. Let's do 3 more. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Bring it in. Hold. 1, 2, 3, For those of you who want to try a little balance, let's try this last one on one leg. Bring it in, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. If you like the balance challenge, feel free to do that on this other side for the whole workout if you want. I'm going to, but do what's most comfortable for you. Okay, shoulders back and down, core engaged. I'm pulling that in, hold. And this is very challenging. 2, 3, 4. If it's not, add some resistance. Back, hold, standing tall, good posture. 2, 3, 4. Hold, upright, breathing, good posture. 2, 3, 4. We're working on our balance, which is crucial for the swing. 2, 3, 4. Core strength, glute strength, shoulder mobility. 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Back, hold. 2, 3, 4. One more. With our GolfForever exercises, we're always thinking about how we can be most efficient with each exercise. We're trying to put in all of the important aspects of golf training that we can into each exercise so that we're making the most of your time. If sometimes you're worried, I only did 20 to 30 minutes of a workout, often that is more than enough to develop all these things we're trying to develop. All right, let's go on to the next one. We're going to do a squat with a side pull. Now this is going to be another one of the last ones in our anti-rotation sequence. Again, the first one was the anti-rotation move, then the row, and now this. All the while, we're trying to use our core muscles and our glutes to resist pulling and rotational force. So with this one, this is a challenging one. I'm going to use a single part of the tubing now. We're going to squat, holding our arms out. This tubing is going to try to pull us that way. We're keeping our posture straight ahead. So arms out, shoulders back. Drop your butt back in a good squat position. Spread the floor, push out in the heels as you come up to engage the glutes. All the while maintaining perfect upright posture, not allowing that tube to pull us over. 2, let's go down. 2, 3, 4. Spread the floor, push out with your heels, engage the glutes up. 3 more, down. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes up. 2 more, down. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes up. My core is really working now to resist that pull to the side. 2, 3, 4, up. And 1 more, back. 2, 3, 4, up. Great. Same thing, other side. You should feel the core muscles on the opposite side of the anchor really working to maintain your upright posture. As a reminder for good squat pattern, our feet are shoulder width apart. We're dropping our butt back, not letting our knees shift forward. Okay, let's go. Shoulders back, core engaged. Drop your butt back. Spread the floor, squeeze your butt as you come up. Good. Let's go down. 2, 3, 4. Up, engaging the glutes. 4 more. Drop down, drop your butt back. Knees over ankles. 4. Up. 3 more. Good posture, shoulders back. 3, 4. Spread the floor, engage the glutes. 2 more. Drop your butt back. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes up. 1 more. Keeping the core engaged. Don't let it pull you to the side. Back. 2, 3, 4, and up. Whew. Well done. I am really feeling some work happening now. Okay, let's go back into another shoulder strengthening exercise. And I'd like to do this one on one leg if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Do it on 2 legs. And I'm going to use the one part of the tubing here because this is challenging. These muscles in the back of our shoulder are relatively small. If you don't want to do one leg, let's do a narrow stance. Shoulders back and down. Bottom of your hand facing the floor, palm facing the ceiling. And you're just going to squeeze that shoulder blade as you pull back. For the one leg version, raise the leg nearest the arm that you're using. Shoulders back. Pull 1, 2. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a great exercise for the rotator cuff muscles. Back, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Most of those muscles are really small. Pull, hold. 2, 3, 4. Not much bigger than your pinky and easy to tear, especially if you have bad posture and bad posture with your swing. 3 more. Back, hold. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and of course I'm working on my balance as well. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Great. Switch sides. Again, you don't have to do the balance part if you're not comfortable with it. If you are, it's great to be efficient and to work multiple systems as we do our workouts. Be smarter with your workouts. That old cliche is true. Smarter, not harder. Okay, shoulders back, pull back, hold, 2, 3, 4. Back, keeping the shoulder down and back towards your back pocket, 2, 3, 4. And this is important. Even when you're coming forward, that shoulder blade should stay down. So avoid the shoulder rising up like this. Keep the shoulder blade down throughout the exercise. Pull back, hold, shoulder blade towards our back pocket. And then as the arm comes forward, shoulder stays down. Back, hold, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Hold, keeping that shoulder blade pulled down towards the back pocket. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1 more. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Okay, now we've done all that anti-rotational work. Let's create some rotation, which I know golfers love to do. We're actually going to rotate now. So let's do a whole body rotation. A reminder, you should have learned this in the GolfForever program, but in case you missed it, as a reminder, we don't want to twist at the waist. That's how we get back problems. We want to rotate the torso from the hips. So my sternum, navel, and pelvis should all stay in alignment. And so this also has a little bit of squat to rise in it. I'm barely squatting and rising and pivoting. If you'll notice my foot, I'm pivoting on the inside foot as I come around. Okay, let's squat back, shoulders back and down, cores engaged. We're going to pivot on the foot, hold. Notice my hands, navel, sternum are in alignment, and then back slow, 2, 3, 4. This is very challenging if you're doing it right and with enough weight. Make sure not to twist in the weight. Squat slightly, up, out, hold. Notice my pivot of my foot, 2, 3, 4. Let's do about 4 more. Up, hold, everything aligned, core working, glute working, especially inside leg, back, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Hold, arm, hands, sternum, pelvis in alignment, and navel, 2, 3, 4. 1 more. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you, if that wasn't work for you, add some resistance. This is great to just be able to reproduce rotational force without thinking about it. The more we do exercises like this, the more it becomes muscle memory and the stronger we become. Okay, switch sides. So navel, sternum, hands all in alignment, slight squat, turn my whole body as a cylinder, pivot that inside foot, hold, go back, 2, 3, 4, back down to start. I'm going to come up, pushing through the glutes of the inside leg, pivoting that foot, hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 4 more. Go, hands, navel, sternum aligned, 2, 3, 4, back. Go, hold, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Using the glutes of the inside leg, pivot on that foot, hold, everything in alignment, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Hold, everything in alignment. Let's hold a few seconds on this one. Hold it, 2, 3, 4. Great work. All right, great rotational, but simple rotational exercise, but easy to mess up. Just remember, no twisting through the waist. Our body moves as a cylinder. Okay, let's do one where we take the tubing off of the anchor, and now we're going to put it under our feet. Now we're going to work on shoulder strength, shoulder mobility, and glute strength. This is going to be a squat to alternating overhead press. So we're going to squat back in good posture, using our glutes as come up, press up overhead with one arm, keeping the shoulder back, hold, 2, 3, 4, back to start, push up, opposite arm, shoulder back, down, 2, 3, 4, up, hold, squeezing the glutes, back down, 2, 3, 4, up, other side, squeezing the glutes, shoulder back and down. Don't let that shoulder come up towards your ear. If you don't have the range of motion, you may want to try lighter resistance. Up, squeezing the glutes, shoulder back and down, hold, down, 2, 3, 4. Opposite side, up, squeezing the glutes, shoulder engaged and back, down, 2, 3, 4. Let's do both arms for the last 2. Up, hold, shoulders back and down, glutes engaged, and this should be very challenging. 2, 3, 4, and up, hold, core engaged, glutes engaged, shoulders engaged, down, 2, 3, 4. Well done. That was a quick workout with just tubing. Time under load is a different kind of strength training, one that is a great way to build strength safely in a short amount of time with a short amount of repetitions. If you want a harder workout, go through that again. Otherwise, go about your day. This was a significant workout to build balance, core strength, shoulder mobility, rotational power, and importantly, the ability to control rotational power, which not only gives you a great consistent swing, but avoids all those common problems we see in all the top players: back, knee, shoulder, and hip problems. So again, look out for our new content coming in June and new features in our app. We'll keep working hard to bring you the best golf-specific training out there. As always, you can write us with your requests or questions at info@golfforever.com. Until next time, thanks for joining me.